September 2nd, 1945, after 6 years, after 85 million deaths, after the world burned, the war ended. People poured into streets, celebrated, cried, kissed strangers, but not everyone celebrated. Some mourned. Some felt nothing. This is what the end of World War II actually looked like. We've seen the photos. Times Square, the sailor kissing the nurse, victory parades, champagne, joy. But that was just one moment, one place. Across the world, reactions were different, complex, conflicted. In London, people celebrated, but also mourned 450,000 dead. In Moscow, relief, but 27 million gone, cities destroyed. In Tokyo, shame, defeat, occupation. In concentration camps, survivors too weak to celebrate, just grateful to breathe. The war ended, but it didn't end the same way for everyone. May 8th, 1945, VE Day, victory in Europe. Germany surrendered. In New York, 2 million people flooded Times Square. Strangers kissed, danced, screamed. In London, crowds gathered at Buckingham Palace. Churchill appeared on the balcony. "This is your victory," he shouted. People cried, laughed, hugged, released 6 years of fear. In Paris, the Arc de Triomphe. French flags everywhere, liberation, but even celebration had darkness. In liberated towns, collaborators were punished. Women who dated Germans? Heads shaved, paraded through streets, beaten. Revenge mixed with victory. September 2nd, 1945, VJ Day, victory over Japan. The war truly ended. Again, massive celebrations, but different, because this victory came with atomic bombs, joy mixed with horror. We won, but at what cost? Some sailors cried, not from happiness, from relief. I survived. I actually survived. But millions didn't celebrate. They mourned. Concentration camp survivors, liberated, freed, but broken. They'd lost everyone, families, friends, communities, everything. Some were too weak to stand, too traumatized to feel joy. One survivor said, "The war ended, but for me, it never ended." Japanese civilians, August 15th, Emperor Hirohito announced surrender. For the first time, Japanese citizens heard his voice on radio, telling them they lost. Some wept, from shame, from disbelief. Japan never lost. How could this happen? Others felt relief. Finally, no more bombing, no more dying. Soviet families, 27 million dead. Nearly every family lost someone. Victory? Yes, but the cost was unbearable. Villages wiped out, cities destroyed, entire generations gone. They celebrated, but quietly, soberly. Victory felt hollow. German civilians, no celebration, just defeat. Occupation, shame, cities in ruins, families separated, millions dead, millions displaced. They didn't celebrate, they survived. The war ended, but the world didn't go back to normal. Europe, divided, east and west, Cold War beginning. Cities took decades to rebuild, economies shattered, refugees everywhere. 12 million Germans expelled from Eastern Europe, forced to march west. Thousands died. Japan occupied by Americans. Constitution rewritten. Emperor no longer divine. Atomic bomb survivors suffered. Radiation sickness, burns, cancers. For decades, Hiroshima and Nagasaki rebuilt, but scars remained. Physical, psychological, Asia, independence movements, India, Indonesia, Vietnam, colonial empires weakened. Nations fought for freedom. New wars began. World War II ended. But conflicts it created lasted decades. Veterans, millions returned home, changed, traumatized, PTSD, nightmares, survivor's guilt, alcoholism, divorce. Some adjusted, many didn't. Society expected them to move on. They couldn't. And the Jews. Survivors searched for families, found nothing. Everyone gone. They rebuilt, created Israel, 1948, a homeland from ashes. But the trauma passed to children, grandchildren, generational. September 2nd, 1945. The war ended. 85 million dead, cities destroyed, empires collapsed. The world forever changed. Some celebrated, some mourned, some felt nothing, because the war didn't end the same way for everyone. For victors, it was triumph. For losers, shame. For survivors, relief. For the traumatized, just continuation. The guns stopped, but the suffering didn't. War echoes through generations. We remember the victory, the parades, the joy, but we must also remember the 85 million who didn't come home, the survivors who carried scars, the world that was broken, and ask ourselves, was it worth it? Could it have been prevented? The war ended 80 years ago, but its lessons are eternal. Remember all of them, the victors and the defeated, the survivors and the lost, and subscribe to honor their stories. Because World War II wasn't just about battles, it was about people, and their stories must never be forgotten. Thank you for watching this series.